Have you ever met the connector? Well, he ponders, he helps, he creates, he writes, he speaks. He basically connects people and brings them together. I speak about Paul Solano of PS and All Marketing Group. At psandallmarketinggroup.com, you will receive an assembled group of Paul's contacts and connections that cross into many sectors of life. Please contact Paul Solano at 617-240-4130 or psandallmarketinggroup@gmail.com if you are in the market for a wide array of services. Again, please contact The Connector, Paul Solano at 617-240-4130 or psandallmarketinggroup@gmail.com with any questions. And now, here's Paul Solano, the host of Paul Ponders.
Welcome to Paul Ponders. My name is Paul Solano of PS and All Marketing Group, and I may be reached via email at paul@paulponders.com. Thank you for joining me for my foray into podcasting. It is great to be collaborating with my friend and associate Chalonzo Amos of PodPro Entertainment to bring you some fun, exciting, and informative podcasts. For many years, I've been referred to as the Connector, or in Greater Boston circles as the Connector. With psandallmarketinggroup.com, I've created a side gig to connect you and get things done. Please sit back and relax and listen to today's podcast. If you are driving or operating heavy machinery and just listening, then please just listen and stay focused on your task at hand. Thanks again for listening. Enjoy my ponderings. Let #PaulPonders begin.
Greetings, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Hope all is well and everyone is enjoying the new year. And I just want to thank everyone for rating, reviewing, subscribing, stopping me in the supermarket, stopping me at Pearl Street Station, on the street, wherever, and saying, Paul, what a fabulous episode you've been dropping every other Monday. We're catching you on YouTube. We're catching you on other platforms, doing a great job. And we want more guests. We want more exciting topics. What do you have in store for us? Well, this is a quick episode on, it's really a thank you, if you will, to Coach Bill Belichick. I never had the opportunity to meet Coach, and I just want to thank him for his leadership, his years, 24, 25 years with the New England Patriots as the head coach, and really building a dynasty with the Kraft family. And, his career, I think off the top of my head, he had over 260 wins in the regular season, 6 Super Bowls. Yeah, he and Tom Brady and the rest of the team really just built a dynasty. And, the leadership is in fact important. Granted, you have the Kraft family, you have Robert and Jonathan leading the way as the ownership, but really you have the coach. You have past players of personnel. You have Coach Belichick, who actually did a remarkable job. And when you look at what he used to say in his press conferences during the week, the planning and all, I just think back to a few of the things that he said. And really, it holds true with what's important in life when you think about it. And his, I think his famous adage is basically, do your job. Do your job. And that's so true in life. And I know in my work, my full-time work, when I'm not doing Paul Ponders as general manager of Pearl Street Station Restaurant in Malden, I do that every day. And I look at it and I do my job. And I follow through on things and I'm prepared. And I have a game plan. So I think that that's something that Coach Belichick really just stayed so focused on that. And I know he annoyed a lot of people who wanted to, distract him, if you will, with all sorts of questions. But he basically just held true, tried and true with that. Do your job. Well, we got the planning aspect. That's what it's all about. I often say that, it's all about the 5 Ps, 6 Ps if you want to add another P. But poor planning prevents proper performance. That is so, so true. Poor planning prevents proper performance. And you have to admit, for most of those 24 years, the past few years, aside, if you will, the Patriots were prepared every game. There was a game plan in place. And you have to just, pay homage and just, compliment and just say, wow, that was a great game plan. Didn't always work, in some instances. Maybe Coach Belichick was outcoached here or there along the way during the course of 24 years. But that's life. That's life in general. Another thing, and people would say, on to Cincinnati. That's it. Once one game was closed, on to the next game. Okay, that's all he wanted to focus on. On to Cincinnati, on to Denver, on to Buffalo, on to wherever. And I think back to Bob Seger and his song, Turn the Page. And I tell you, it's something that, a day winds down and you turn the page and you just, go on to another set of situations, things that you'll encounter. And if you think about it in life, you're going to be dealt all sorts of situations in life. And you have to have that game plan, and you really have to be prepared for that. And you have to make sure that everyone is rowing in the right direction. All oars in the water. Focus, focus, focus. That's what it's all about. The focus at the task in hand and at hand. No nonsense. That's something that Coach Belichick really just adhered to. No nonsense. That I'm going to miss his press conferences. I'll tell you, it was always worth the price of admission, and it's really something when you think of some of the questions that he would take from the reporters, from the writers, and pretty interesting, but no nonsense. And then, of course, on to Cincinnati, on to the next. Well, that's pretty much what we're going to be doing. We're going to be going on to the next episode and all. I think we've talked enough about Bill Belichick. Congratulations, Coach. I don't know where you'll end up by when we're recording this segment. Word has it that you may be going to Atlanta. If you are, you're going to a fine organization. I've had the honor of interacting with Mr. Arthur Blank when I worked at Babson years ago. Babson, class of 1963. He's a true gentleman, and he's really a great guy. So I'm sure that if you do take the position in Atlanta, you will do well, and you will, in fact, become the winningest coach of all time. So I wish you best, Coach, in your endeavors. And if you do go to Atlanta or wherever you end up, just do your job. And we know that you will do it well. And thanks for the great memories here in New England. #Indeed. I trust that you have enjoyed Paul Ponders. Again, my name is Paul Solano of PS&All Marketing Group, and I may be reached via email at paul@paulponders.com to do some more pondering. Many thanks to my longtime collaborative friend and associate, Alonso Amos of Pod Pro Entertainment, in bringing you our fun, exciting, and informative podcasts. You rock, Techie Alonso. With PS&All Marketing Group, I created a side gig to connect you and get things done. Please do not hesitate to reach out to me at paul@paulponders.com with any questions. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Paul Ponders. Follow us on Twitter at Paul Ponders Pod. Follow us on Instagram at Paul Ponders Podcast. Thank you again for listening to hashtag Paul Ponders, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, our website, paulponders.com, or wherever you stream your podcasts. Subscribe, stream, rate, and review our shows. Your ratings and reviews help our show reach new audiences. Produced by PodPro Entertainment. Hashtag Paul Ponders lives within a network of podcasts located at podproentertainment.com. Hashtag the new radio. Until we meet again, my friend, stay well. Hashtag Indeed.